Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have a really quick tutorial for you on this makeup look. So I hope you guys enjoy seeing me recreate this, and if you do recreate it, then please make sure to tag me on Instagram. It's really easy, really simple, and very diverse. I also give you tips on how you can make this more of a nighttime event kind of look. So if you're interested in seeing how I achieved this look, then please keep watching. Hey guys, welcome back. So let's get into it. I'm just gonna do my hair very quickly. This is a look that I did yesterday in the evening, and I really liked how it looked because it was really nice, simple, but put together and kind of different. I'm using some dry shampoo. This is Pravana Fresh, just to get rid of any grease oils in my hair. And so I just run this through my roots a little bit, and then I just kind of brush it through with my hand, and then I'll take my wet brush and brush it through just to make sure I get rid of any knots and tangles. So yes, going back to the makeup look, I think that this look is pretty easy, simple to recreate, and you can honestly recreate it with anything that you have at home. So I thought that I would share it with you guys, since anyways it is the morning time right now and I need to get ready. I'm gonna pop on some moisturizer. I'm using Naturium Multi-Peptide Moisturizer. I got lash glue on my nails. I've been doing eyelash clients for the past week, so my hands are full of eyelash glue, and lash extension glue is not very forgiving. You cannot, remove it as easily as you think. I typically don't do this, but since I don't have my eyeshadow primer around with me, I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyways. I just really don't feel like muscling through my makeup right now to get my eyeshadow primer. So I'm gonna use concealer on my eyes. But don't do that on a regular basis, please, because then your eyeshadow will run. But do as I say and not as I do. Alright, so now that we've got our eyeshadow base on, you can see that that really cancels out any other tones on the eyes, and it's just like a really blank canvas. So I'm going to take a blending brush. It's a Morphe M433. So it's a smaller blending brush. And I'm just gonna take this warm brown shade, and I'm gonna mix it in with just like a tap of this one here in the middle. And I do tap off my brush so I don't get too much excess on my eye. And so this is really the important part of this look. I'm going to run this just really close to my lash line in a patting motion, as you can see. And then I'm kind of doing like a triangle shape here. And then just keep going in again with more eyeshadow so that you can get the desired opacity that you'd like from the look. But you can just go in and tap it in, and then when you have barely any product on the brush, just go in and run it through the socket very lightly, just like that, making sure that you're blending that in with the shade that you applied before in that triangle shape. So you want to do like this motion where you blend here and then go into the crease here, making sure that you're covering all your bases there. And then you can make this as dark or as light as you want it to be for whatever you want it. If you want to make it even more smoky glam, you could even dip into a little bit of a black eyeshadow and then just smoke it out even further there. I'm not trying to make this too dark because it is the daytime right now, so I'm not trying to make this like super dark for me personally, but you can go ahead and do whatever you prefer there. Alright, so after you're done, you should have a little something that looks like this. It's totally okay if you brought it down too low on your eye, because anyways, I go and clean that up. So it really doesn't matter if you brought it a little bit too low with your blending. That's actually perfectly fine because we'll clean it up. So I'm gonna take a larger blending brush. It's a Morphe M441 brush, and I'm actually gonna take it into this medium brown shade here, and very lightly just going to tap it off, and I'm going to run this into the crease just to deepen that up slightly. And then I'm starting with my brush on the outer corner so that I can get the most product payoff there at the end, and then blending it in forward towards my nose and then going out again. And then this is just going to blend all of those shades together so that you don't have a harsh line there. Very lightly, you don't even have to do very much of this, just really a nice transition shade. Again, if you want this to be more glam, you could even go in more with that transition shade and bring it out higher, or darken it up with, you know, more layers of the shade. But for what I did not do that. So, and then that's essentially the gist of the shape that we're getting. So then for the main shade, for the main eyelid shade, I'm taking this Dior palette that I have, and then it's got like these really glamorous shades. And with my finger, I'm just gonna take this white shade here, which is like a shimmery white. And I'm just going to pop that on to my lid with my finger so that I can get like a really good color payoff there. This look also is extremely versatile. You can do it really with any lip shade you like. I'm gonna go for like a more daytime wearable pink, but you could even wear this with a red lip, a bold lip, anything you want. And then I'm just gonna take my blending brush from before with no additional product on it, and I'm just going to tap it on the outer portions of that, where we applied that white shade, so that everything is nice and blended there. And at this point, if you wanted to go back in slightly with your outer V shades, you could. I'm just gonna go in very, very lightly just so that we can get some of that color back in here, because with the white, it could just wash out slightly. And then you have a little something that looks like this. I'm going to just quickly do a light line on my eye, not too thick or anything like that, but I'm going to take an angled brush. This is from Makeup Academy, and I'm just going to dip it into the black shade on my palette, and I'm going to quickly line my eyes. Just do your normal line. And I feel like this look would be really great if you have like really small eyes or really hooded eyes, or even if your eyes are a little bit, like if you feel like they're too close together. The illusion that this eyeshadow will give is that your eyes are bigger and further apart, which is why I'm not doing any like dark eyeliner on my waterline or anything like that, because the point of this look is to look really wide and awake while still having something that's really pretty. And so since we have that really light color on the inside and then goes darker on the outer portion like that with that kind of V shape, it will make the eyes look further apart and more pulled back. Makeup is all about illusions, you guys, so once you just get the theory down of what you want to achieve with your makeup, makeup is really easy, just lots of practice and then learning what light and darks to do to make your face look a little bit more dynamic and achieve whatever you'd like. So at this point, just apply whatever face primer you would like. I'm good right now with my moisturizer as just my primer, so I'm just gonna continue on with my foundation. I'm gonna use LA Girl Pro Coverage Foundation, and I'm gonna use a very light layer of this. I don't want anything to full coverage. I'm taking my IT Cosmetics buffing brush, and I'm just gonna buff this into the skin. And I really like this foundation if you have like really, if you like something that's a little bit on the lighter coverage. It's kind of like light to medium. You can definitely build it up, but if you like something that doesn't look heavy on the skin at all, it's a really nice water-based foundation, so it looks very pretty on the skin while still looking really gorgeous, like especially if you're doing photography. If you're gonna be taking pictures with your makeup, it's HD, so it will look very nicely in photographs. Get a nice layer of foundation on. I'm just gonna go in with my sponge and just further blend it out, and this is also gonna absorb any excess product. So I'm taking this Makeup Forever palette that I'm obsessed with, and I actually took this purpley shade here. And I know it's intimidating, but trust me, if you use it correctly or use it in a nice way, it will work out very pretty. So I'm just gonna take, this is the Sigma Tapered Kabuki brush, and I'm just gonna dip it in a few times. These blushes are very pigmented, so You don't need a whole lot of it, just some really light dips of that in here. And then once you have it down, you can just take your sponge and just run through it really quickly to make sure that you don't have any harsh edges. And as you can see, it's very light. I did not do a heavy hand of that, but it will help our blush last longer, and then we'll have that kind of like purpley pinkish tone come through when we apply our powder blush. Then I'm just gonna do some concealing. I'm using the Rare Beauty concealer, and I'm just going to mainly apply this under my eyes, bridge of my nose, sides of my nose where I get some redness, and that's pretty much it.
Then you're just gonna blend that out with our beauty sponge, and then with the same damp sponge, I'm gonna take some RCMA No Color powder, and I'm just gonna press that lightly into the skin on any areas where we applied the concealer and any areas where I tend to get a little bit more oily.
I'm gonna take MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade NW22, and I'm just going to apply this on any areas where I feel like I need a little bit more coverage. Like I have some breakouts right here, so I'm just going to pat it through there. I'm gonna take this Morphe bronzer, and I'm gonna take that on Adelium Tools 974 brush, and I'm just gonna tap it off, make sure I don't get too much product. And I'm gonna run that very lightly on the perimeter of my face, just kind of like first patting it through, and then I'll go in with like really light swiping motions to make sure it's blended, and then like that we're gonna get some color back into the face. So I'll apply this mainly on my cheeks, and then I will go in very lightly on my hairline. I also like to bring some into my temple area because that will create the illusion of our eyes being pulled back. All right, then I'm gonna go in with my blush. I'm using Sorbet blush in the shade Love, and I'm taking that on a Morphe M405 brush. And I'm just going to apply this very lightly over our cream blush. So I'm gonna go back to the eyes just to finish them up. I'm gonna take my blending brush, and I'm gonna take actually my bronzer, the Morphe bronzer that I use, and I'm just going to run it very lightly under my eyes, just so we can have something there, but I don't want to have it be too dark. I want it to look cohesive, but not too dark there. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in and do my brows, and I'm gonna do them off camera because you guys have seen me do them a million times. Now for my lips, I'm using an oldie but a goodie, Smashbox Stylist Matte. It's like a really nice medium pink shade. And I'm gonna keep it like that. It's a matte shade, and I kind of like how it looks with this look. But again, like I said, you could really do this eyeshadow with any kind of lip. It's very diverse, so, and like flexible with anything, so you could really do it with whatever you like. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's pretty basic and simple, but pretty, and I wanted to let you guys know what kind of look I've been doing recently. And it's pretty easy to recreate, so if you guys do recreate it, then please make sure to tag me on Instagram. I'll leave all my social media down below in the description box, as well as any products that I can find that I used. I will let them and link them down in the description box below. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more of me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!